A gCADPlus designer wants to present a design on an A2 sheet, and if we swing to it, in this case here's the floating viewport, the view scale is 75, we'll lock that in. It's now a fixed 1:75, and if I right click and pick Layouts Manager, you can see here 1:75 is the label, paper size A2. Now, in Australia and many other metric countries in landscape work, your scales are selected from, say, 1:20, 1:50, 1:100, but not 1:75. And we've been asked, well, what do you do if you want to take a print to your client on an A2 sheet? Well, I've set up here the design on an A1 sheet at 1:50. We'll just pick it just checks 1:50 is the scale, fits nicely, and we've set a fixed scale. So now we've matched the Australian design rule as far as the use of scales in technical drawings, and this being a technical landscape drawing, we've got the correct scale. But our designer and our client want to see this on an A2 sheet. And the quick, convenient way to do that is just save a PDF. And what we'll do then is take that PDF, open it up in Acrobat Reader, and print another version on an A2 sheet. Let me demonstrate. So we'll go File and Save as a PDF. I'm going to use the Windows option, and I'll just use high resolution. You might be able to run at maximum, but high will do us for the moment. So we'll say OK, and what I'm then going to do is get in reasonably tight to the sheet. And so we'll call this one Test 1, and I'll overwrite the one that I've been using to test this. So here's our, let's look full scale, here's our PDF that's been generated from that A2 sheet, from an A1 sheet, which was at a scale of 1:50. Now we want another PDF that is printed to an A2 sheet. So File and Print. So we're going to print again. It seems a roundabout way to do things, but we're going to use CutePDF Writer, and we're going to go to Properties and Layout, and we're going to change that to Landscape View, Paper and Quality Advanced, and we'll change to, so we're going to take the PDF file and put it on an A2 sheet, and we'll OK that, and there's our sheet. Now it's 23 by 16 inches, the A2. Don't have a way of changing this to the sheet size to millimeters here, but you can see that it's going to fit nicely on that sheet. So we can now just print it. And it's going to print the drawing. And this time we'll call it Test 2. You would label it with a more sensible label. So again, PDF Writer generates the PDF. So we'll close this version, go to our browser and just pick up Test 2, open it with Adobe Acrobat Reader, and there we are. That looks very nice, and it's on an A2 sheet. And because we've incorporated a scale bar into the design, there's no confusion. We might have to adjust the details in our title block area, but I hope that shows how it can be done easily. So our designer can simply take it to a print shop, ask them to print 1:1 and onto an A2 sheet, and then visit the client. Well, let's imagine a situation where you want an absolutely perfect 1 to 50 print of that A1 sheet design. And our SaveAsPDF, while it takes the texture mapping and shading of the pool and other information, we cannot print this drawing with that information on. So let's first go to View, and we'll take off the transparent render, and notice that things change over here. There's one symbol which was made transparent because it's a tree in a pot on a deck. So we need to go back into the model and edit that block, probably temporarily, and we'll change its line weight. It's got rather thick for some reason, but it's the render setting needs to be put back to 255. Now we close the editor. Now you can see everything on the deck is obscured, but let's imagine that a precise requirement is needed, and we also have to take the colour here back, but I think we can simply say there's not going to be any rendering of that pool. So that I think will look reasonably fine. So if we go back here, and now we print, this time we say File and Print, and we directly print, we choose, we pick our CutePDF or any other writer, set it to, this is an A1 sheet, isn't it? And where's my A1 sheet? Here it is, ISO A1. So now, in landscape view, we can print now. The rendering is out of the way, and we can print now a proper high-resolution PDF version of this design with colour, but lacking transparency. So we can OK that, and we would make a PDF file directly from this layout. And we'll call it Test 3. We'll save it. And again, open it up with Adobe Acrobat, and there we are. If we zoom in, the resolution and crispness will be terrific, but we lose that rendering, that point gradients, and lose our transparency here. So there are benefits and restrictions depending on the way you print. We've not been able to find a PDF writer that will print transparency. If you hear of one, please let us know.